Don't you just love it when the video starts off like this? Because you know you can get another driving video, right? On and on we go, guys. Here at Fort Clark Springs, and there's my place for sale. $59,500, and you can't beat it. Best deal in the whole place. But anyway, just talk to a realtor. We'll get this thing out of here. We'll get it done. But anyway, moving along, guys. You know, for a different topic. See, I've talked about RVing and getting older and options and fickleness and all that kind of crap. But here's a topic that we have not covered ever, I think. How much do you know about chickens? Huh? See there? We haven't covered that before, but we're going to cover it now. Do I know a lot about chickens? No. I know damn little, as a matter of fact, but we're gonna talk about that. I mean, whenever you can't come up with any content at all, you just reach out and grab something. So we're gonna be chicken people today. So what we have to do is, you know, if you want to know about chickens, you have to act like a chicken. You know, you have to know chicken things. You know, and so you know, to be a chicken. You know, there's all different varieties, of course, like, you know, like humans, we've got big humans, little humans, and all that stuff. And then you got laying, you know, you got all kind of chickens, you know. And, but if you can put yourself in the shoes of a chicken, see, right now, egg prices have gone through the ceiling. They've gone up dramatically, all right? So what does that do? It raises the price of any food item that contains anything related to eggs, okay? So the chickens now are laying what I would call the golden egg, right? So, you know, if they really are, you know, so get you some chickens and get rich. I mean, come on, you know, get you a bunch of damn chickens and you can sell a dozen eggs for $10. I mean, come on, man. And they just lay the hell out of them. You know, you feed them that hen scratch and put some supercharge in it or whatever they put in it to make them lay. Well, of course, the chickens do it naturally, but you know, there's always chemicals that will enhance processes, just like, you know, playing with our endorphins in our brain, using certain chemicals to make you go buy a Big Mac hamburger, you know. But back to chickens, you know. So, of course, when I grew up on a farm, we had chickens, you know, and I used to go gather the eggs, and there was chicken snakes that would try to get there before me. And what the chicken snakes would do, unbelievably, and I've seen them do it with my own eyes, own ears, and what it is, the chicken snake actually swallows the entire egg, okay? And that's why sometimes a farmer or whoever has chickens, they used to make these little glass eggs that look just like eggs, and they would put those in the nest where the chickens were, and then the chicken snake would come in and steal the egg, and then that would break in his insides, because that's how they digest them. When they swallow a normal egg, the chicken snake, they poo-poo out just the shell, okay? It's just like when they eat a little animal, they poo-poo out the bones and stuff, okay? And the rest is their energy and fat and stuff. So the thing with the glass egg that the little snake doesn't know about is that when he breaks that one to get the good yolk and stuff out, there ain't no yolk, and it cuts him all up on the inside, and he crawls up somewhere and dies. You know what I mean? So see how much we're getting into chickens now. I'm chicken man now. We're rolling on chickens. Fickle man is chicken man. I got trike man, chicken man. Away we go. But yeah, chickens are, you know, when I grew up on a farm, our chickens ran loose, okay? In other words, in the evening, they went up into this little house that was a place to roost to get them away from the coyotes and all kind of stuff. Had little steps going up that only the chickens supposedly could figure out, but it didn't take long for the coyotes and foxes to figure it out too. So, but anyway, but those chickens we had probably, I'm gonna guess, I don't know, maybe 20, you know, because there was 6 of us in the family, and we ate quite a few eggs for breakfast, and mother used them for cooking and stuff. So we had plenty of eggs, and it was my job every now and then, because I was the youngest, to go gather the eggs. And did I? So anyway, back to the chickens. My mother, you know, she wanted to have a pretty yard like the ladies in town had, you know, because the ladies in town had nice carpet grass and stuff, and they'd mow them and they'd edge them and it'd look real nice. And my mother had the illusion of having that out in the country where we lived near Kennedy, Texas in the 50s, 1950s. And she actually, bought grass seed, and we didn't have a water well with a pump on it. All we had was an old windmill, which we called a cistern, up on a pedestal about 10 feet high. And that's what gave you the water pressure, was the elevation of that big tank above ground. And that's all the water pressure you had, was what was called gravity flow, okay? And so anyway, she got her a garden hose and a sprinkler and stuff. And I remember when she turned the sprinkler on. In town, when you turn the sprinkler on, it would just spray out, really pretty spray and stuff. Well, it's at our place out in the country. I felt sorry for her. She turned that damn thing on, and it just, a little drizzle ran out on the ground, just a little bit. I mean, it would have been good for watering trees or something, maybe let it sit there and run all day. But yeah, that didn't work, because what was happening to the yard, we didn't have a fenced in yard at all, and the chickens were running wild, and so they would come up all around the house, the porch and barn and everywhere else, and scratch up worms and whatever. And to get to those worms, they scratched up everything. I mean, all the grass went with it. And my mother used to get so aggravated, she'd run them off. It didn't do any good. Finally, she gave up, and that was the end of the yard and the chickens. Well, not the chickens. We kept the chickens, but the yard went away. And but yeah, those are just fun things you can think about, like chickens. But here, let's get back to chickens real seriously here. They are laying golden eggs now, because the prices are so dadgum high. And but chickens are actually fascinating to watch, particularly if there's a rooster in the bunch, because the rooster, he'll spur the crap out of you. Because I had chickens one time of my own later on in life, much later, and I had a damn rooster. I shouldn't have gotten the rooster, but they say that it helps the hens lay, and so I did anyway. And they'll spur the crap out of you, and they got long spurs right by their up from their feet on their little skinny leg. About 3 inches is a damn spur, about 2 inches long, and they clamp on. They just clamp their legs on you. And yeah, they'll hurt you. They'll hurt you, and it'll cause a hell of an infection if they get you. And but yeah, one rooster tried to spur me one time, and I shot him with a shotgun. That was the end of his spurring days, And but he did spur my neighbor. My neighbor had to go to the hospital. I paid for it, and I told him I'd pay for it. He said no, his insurance take care of it. And but anyway, I said, well, whatever's left over, if there's anything, let me know. Because what my rooster used to do was, he had chickens and I had chickens, and he didn't have a rooster, but I did. So my rooster felt obligated to cross the road and service his hens also. So and so he was in heaven, but he was a mean dog, man. And Crow, my God, everybody thinks a rooster just crows in the morning. That is cock de toro, man. They crow all day long. I mean, and for any damn reason. It doesn't have to be sunrise, sunset, anything. They just crow for the damn hell out of it. And are they loud? You damn right. Because if they get right next to your window and you're sound asleep late in the morning or in the morning, they just crow. They don't care, they just do it. And so that's kind of the chicken thing, guys. It's been a good day. I talked to a realtor today and going to get my house sold. She thinks she may even have a buyer already, but I doubt it. A realtor will tell you that, I think I got somebody, and she may have, I don't know. And but we're cruising along here in my all-electric car, my Chevy Bolt 2022 2LT. We're cruising along at 60 miles an hour right now. The range shows 303 miles. Can you believe that? Temperature outside is 59 degrees. And I guess that's a good temperature, because we're averaging right now, shows 5.5 miles per kilowatt hour. That'll come down, because at 60 miles an hour, it's usually around 4 miles per kilowatt, which is still damn good. Yeah. But having said that, now you know about chickens and you know they're laying golden eggs. Go get you a chicken. How about that? Thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. If you're going to buy something from Amazon, use the link. Why not? Doesn't cost you a penny. Some of you are, some of you have. Thank you very much. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your day. And think about chickens, man. Adios.